One look at you, my whole life falls in line. I prayed for you before I called you mine. Oh, I can't believe it's true sometimes. Oh, I can't believe it's true. I get to love you. It's the best thing that I'll ever do. I get to love you. It's a promise I'm making to you. Whatever may come, your heart I will choose. Forever
We're pregnant.
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. We're pregnant. Yeah, surprise. We are pregnant and having our first baby. So
Slit.
crazy, right?
Slit. Slit.
Yeah, we're really excited. But yeah, we're just gonna get into this kind of quickly, little background of basically why I decided to even take a test. There's gonna be a few videos that are coming out too, so make sure you guys are staying tuned with this journey. There's gonna be videos of us finding out we're pregnant, telling our family and friends, gender reveal, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir, ski.
Yeah, so we're back on YouTube. We haven't posted in so long, but we're back and we're going to share our pregnancy journey and even after pregnancy, right?
Yeah.
Depending. We're still
Yeah.
debating on like what we want to show.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's gonna be a family channel, but
Yeah.
it's still gonna be like Ariana and Darius, so we'll show our kid kind of when we want to or sporadically. Or,
Yeah.
Like it ain't gonna be solely just them every video, because what if they don't want to be in front
Yeah.
of the camera as they get older? Or
Mm-hmm.
in general, I don't want it to be like
A forcing
they do it.
kind of
Yeah,
thing.
forcing.
Yeah.
It's more so our thing, and we're not just obviously. We'll do cute little reels, TikToks, videos here and there,
Yeah.
and maybe start a page or whatever. But
Make
for
sure
the
you guys
most
are
part,
following us then on like Instagram and stuff too, because we do post on there.
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah.
Probably gonna heat up on our personal YouTube as well too. At least
He
I know
is.
on my
I'm
end.
not.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be too much.
But yeah, we're back on media, so please follow us on all platforms. And also, if y'all know any kids who need the cross trainer, have the boy too as well.
Yep.
But yeah, we just bring y'all along. Camera, I feel like we're so in front of the camera. People became that.
Somewhat, yeah. We just haven't
I don't
in
know,
a
I
while.
am for sure.
Yeah, we just haven't posted in a while. Honestly, life has been lifing, and as you can see, we are now pregnant. I am pregnant, and we're having a baby. So it's been a lot, for sure.
Comment down below. How does that work? Like, does the guy say we're pregnant, or is it like she's pregnant? Because I'm still
We've been
tripped
debating
out
this,
about
yeah.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I always tell people like, yeah, we're pregnant, and Darius is like, we're not pregnant, you're pregnant.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
don't know.
but we are pregnant together. Like, this is your baby too, so we're pregnant. Yes, I'm pregnant and I'm carrying our child, but you're still pregnant.
I could be
ish.
wrong too. I could be wrong. Yeah. So just let us know in the comments what y'all think.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff. Really tap in. We're trying to get to 10K, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, but let's just start from the beginning, pretty much. Why I even decided to take a test. Why did I even decide to take a test? I don't know. Well, first of all, a few signs that I did have was me being late on my period. But I've said this before. Maybe I've said that. I don't know. Have I even shared that journey of having like PCOS and all that? I don't even think I have really got into full details about like me having PCOS. But long story short, I have PCOS, and basically I don't get my period every single month. So it's very irregular. So for me, when I don't get my period for some months, it's completely normal. Like, I went a whole period before for 6 months with no period, and I wasn't pregnant. I ended up actually in that moment having to have surgery for like polyps. Whatever, that's a whole different story, but there's just so much to it. But yeah, so having no period is kind of regular for me, so that really wasn't something that was like cueing me to like go and take a test. Obviously every time I do miss my period, I always kind of have like a feeling like, damn, maybe I should just take a test to go and see. And sometimes I do. Like there's been so many times where I've taken a pregnancy test and they're like negative, just because I haven't had my period, just for like my peace of mind and my like sanity, just to like really know and confirm that I don't have my period, I mean that I wasn't pregnant. But yeah, so basically I was also having like some period symptoms, like my boobs were like really tender and really sore. But then again, that also happens when I don't get my period. I still have the period symptoms. So for me, I really was not thinking at all that I was pregnant. I was just like, okay, cool, this is just another thing that's happening again, like with my PCOS. But I was gaining weight and I was like, why am I gaining weight? Like, yes, I was eating OD, I'm not gonna lie, I was eating crazy, I was hungry. Obviously now that I know I was pregnant, and I never knew, but I was eating OD, but I was like, damn, I'm gaining weight like pretty quick, like this is crazy. Right, babe? I literally said, babe, I'm gaining weight, like what the hell? And he's like, no you're not, no you're not. I was like, yes I am, like I feel myself. And like maybe I wasn't looking that big in that moment because this was like first trimester kind of thing, so I wasn't even like too big, but like I just was stepping on the scale and the number kept going up. I was like, what the hell is happening? But whatever, didn't even take a test then, like first trimester, like didn't even take a test.
Were we walking at the time? I didn't know. Is that why you were like gaining weight? You weren't even walking?
Well, I was doing Pilates. So I was doing Pilates all the time, and then we were walking. So I was like, this is so weird. I'm like going backwards. Like I'm doing all the right steps and I'm going backwards. Which also with PCOS, if you're not doing the right workouts and stuff, you can go backwards. Like even if you're still working out and doing like crazy intense workouts, you still can be gaining weight because it's probably not the right workout for your body. So I was like thinking, okay, cool, maybe I'm not doing the right workout and this is my PCOS having like the reverse effects. But whatever, didn't even then. So I was like, you know what? Let me hop on this Mounjaro and like, you know, I was trying to ride the wave of the Mounjaro, lose weight, like whatever. So I was like, but because I haven't had my period, for my peace of mind, let me just take a test before I do that injection, just in case. So that day that I was going to basically start the injection, we decided to go out to lunch. We went to True Food Kitchen, our favorite spot ever.
Very underrated spot.
Yeah. But like I woke up that morning knowing I was going to take a test that day just for the peace of mind of like saying not pregnant and then start the injection. So then there was just like a few signs that like I kept getting that was telling me like, make sure you take that test before you take that injection kind of thing. So one that really stood out to me was when we pulled up into the parking lot of the restaurant. I got out the car and there was a baby rattle in the next parking spot next to me underneath the car slightly. And I was like, what the hell? Maybe I'm just tripping. Like, that's not really there, whatever. Ignored it, went inside, and then we came back out to the car after we were done eating, and there was no one in the spot like next to us, and the baby rattle was just blatantly like laying there, just chilling. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, I need to make sure I freaking take this test.
And I was unaware of all this.
Yeah, but I told you, I was like, why is there a baby rattle right there? But I don't, like, it wasn't even like he was registering it, because it's like, why were we, like, you know, we weren't thinking.
I didn't pay any mind.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He definitely didn't.
I kind of remember you saying that, but.
Yeah. But I wasn't, like, making it a big deal. Like, oh my God, there's, like, why would I, you know? But it was kind of just, like, a silent, like, note in my head that I was taking, like, okay, what the hell? Like, let me just take this. So, yeah, pretty much. What else? Basically, also, I missed my first whole trimester. I had no idea I was pregnant my whole first trimester. We found out we were pregnant 14 weeks?
14 weeks.
Yeah, at 14 weeks already. So I was already in my second trimester.
This explains for, like, because some people are like, yo, like, I'm like, yo, we found out at 14 weeks. Like, how did you know, like, period? I'm like, bro, like.
Yeah. because
Right,
of my
PC,
PCOS. Yeah.
But now people can kind of like, I guess know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I also didn't have any morning sickness. No morning sickness at all. I was feeling fine. Like, there was really nothing that would warrant me to take a pregnancy test besides the fact that I missed my period and my boobs were sore. But other than that, like, there was no reason for me to take a test. I had no other symptom, didn't feel anything.
You were dealing with pain though or something. You were sick for like a week.
So yeah, so I got sick. That was like towards the end of the first trimester. Basically, that was basically my right before my second trimester, yeah.
Right before we found out.
Literally right before we found out. Maybe like a week before we found out. Maybe 2 weeks,
We're
if
very,
that.
like, I want to say pain tolerant. Like, we're like, we don't like to take regular medicine.
I
or, like,
hate
go through
taking medicine.
sickness If we're sick.
Yeah.
So she just like sick, trooping it out, not knowing that that could have been a reason you were sick or something.
So it was because I was pregnant, which is why I was sick. I wasn't sick like throwing up sick. I was just like stuffy nose, I had a headache. Like, those are symptoms that you get when you're pregnant, which I had no idea. I've never been pregnant before, so I really had no idea. And like, we don't talk about this stuff like to people. Like, it's not like I'm asking people, oh, well, what are your symptoms? How do you know you're pregnant? Like, I don't talk about that, you know? So like, I really didn't think anything. I just thought I was sick, having a cold, going through it, whatever. Come to find out, I was pregnant and had no idea. But yeah, where was I? I don't even know where I was.
When you found out, you were here.
Yeah, so whatever, find the baby rattle, cool, we go home. I'm like, you know what, let me take this test. Darius didn't even know I was taking the test. He was in the room, and I went into the bathroom to take it, and I literally peed on the stick and it said pregnant, and I was in such shock, which we do have the video of the reaction. I literally recorded the video on my cell phone because I was like, you know what, it's gonna be a no, it's gonna get deleted anyway, I don't care, I don't feel like charging the camera for it, which I'm so pissed I didn't charge the camera and take it with the camera.
Yeah,
I literally did it on the phone, but
I think it's still fine.
no, yeah, I'm just so glad that I caught my reaction and his reaction.
Yeah,
Anyway.
you also probably didn't want to give it away to me that's what you were doing, because I was right in the room.
Yeah. Even though I ended up calling him in the bathroom anyway in that moment because I was shook. When I tell you, like, I was shook, babe, was I not?
Yeah.
Like, I was shaking, I literally cried. Like, I had 25 emotions in one. Like, I had no idea.
Is it in the other video how many times you took the test?
Yeah. We took like 7. Yeah,
like 4 that day and then 2 the next day, right?
It's literally all in the video, yeah. We took so many pregnancy tests because I was like, sometimes there's false positives. Like, let me not, like, get
and
so ahead of myself.
All of them said positive.
Yeah, they all were coming up quick, positive, all that. I was like, oh boy. Yeah. But yeah, so it was like such a shock for me too, in a sense, because of the PCOS. I've been to so many gynos and stuff, and they never said that it was impossible for me to get pregnant, and I never believed that it was impossible, but they always told me that, like, it would be hard for me to get pregnant. Like, it would be a lot of trying in order to get pregnant. So like, I told him that, like, we knew what the circumstances were, which, like, I don't know, like, we didn't try to have a baby, but we also were not trying, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we were trying, because there's some couples who were like trying,
actively trying. Yeah, we weren't at all.
But and like when she told me like the PCOS thing, like, oh, like, because you kind of hinted you want to try because it just may take some time, like, you don't
yeah, because
know when.
I'm already 28 years old. I expected it to take literally maybe a year, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what I was expecting. I was just listening to the doctors at that point. The doctors were saying it would take a while, because you don't get your period very often, you're very irregular, sometimes infertility happens. So like, I was just like, let's just kind of like,
and she was always like scared, like, being if you could or you couldn't.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it was just like a scary thought in my head, you know?
I'm like, what? You messing with a real shooter right here. Like,
babe.
You not know, like,
babe.
What? Real shooter. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
So,
well, it wasted no time.
Yeah, I told you, it was a real deal shooter.
Yeah. But also,
I'll shoot that blood.
babe. But also, going back to being on the injection, I was previously on Mounjaro for weight loss and for balancing out basically my hormones for the PCOS. So I got off of it because I was like, okay, I don't want to be on it for too long. Literally, I was only on it for a few months, maybe like 4 months tops. I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'm over it, whatever. So basically, it balanced out my hormones really well. Like, it worked very well for my PCOS. So I got off of it basically in March, and we conceived in May. So for those 2 months, my hormones were still balanced out, which is why we got pregnant so quickly. So like, if I didn't have the injection and we were trying, I think it would have took a little bit longer. But because of the injection and it balancing out my hormones, it was a lot quicker for me to get pregnant because everything was leveled. Like, my body didn't think it had PCOS, if that made sense, because of the hormones being balanced out. Which, I mean, I had no idea. Otherwise, like, we would have, I don't know.
I'm a real shooter, y'all.
But yeah, so.
I'm a real shooter.
That's basically the backstory of everything. What else? Are we missing anything? Obviously, there's other videos that get into more detail. You see the reactions of things and people and family, friends. We do know the gender currently, but we're not saying it. We did have a gender reveal. That'll be out in a video. We did do an Old Wives' Tales. That'll be out in the video.
Yeah, we have a lot of videos already cooked up for y'all. We just gotta get them out. It's lit, y'all. It's lit. And also, like, obviously, it's a crazy blessing. And,
Super blessed.
Never always be ready for something that's new if you're encountering it's new. And I'm sure everybody always thinks, like, financial, like, to have a kid, so to say.
Yeah. You gotta be, like, financially ready. And
yeah.
I mean, you should be, but, like, things happen. It is what it is. And honestly, we've always felt like, when is the right time? I always said, like, would I ever be like, okay, let's have the baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, would there ever be a freaking right time?
Yeah, I mean, financially, obviously, people want to be responsible. We're like, what if that never comes to 39? What if that doesn't come, like, it's like, what? You don't want to be too old running around with your youngster.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, timing is whatever. It's God's speed, Jesus speed. When it comes to that stuff, either way, like, you can't always have everything planned. You want to make Jesus laugh, you don't tell him what you got planned.
Yeah,
it's his plan. So, and I think good age for us. I think, you know, we're fine. On my part, there was no real sense of nervousness. I feel like maybe some guys are nervous. I feel like it's definitely settled in for me, but I'm just not nervous. But maybe that's because I work with kids and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. There was no sense of nervousness from me. Real winner,
yeah. But honestly, all in all, we're truly blessed and truly so grateful and truly so excited for this journey. It's honestly such a blessing to have a baby in general. So we're really excited. Me personally, I'll speak for myself, but like, I am a little nervous all in all, but I feel like I'm more nervous of the birth aspect of actually having to push out a baby more than anything in general.
And the baby just coming out healthy too.
And you know,
kind of a stress.
Yeah.
But I'm just also happy for her because it's definitely happened. I feel like she's made to be a mom.
Thank you.
So just, you know, extremely happy that it's possible, and a healthy baby is all we want. We do have our baby names as well that we know. We're not telling anybody because, you know, we tell people and they don't agree, but our names are of course fire. Expect nothing less.
Don't expect Billy Bob Joe because it's not a Billy Bob Joe.
Definitely not.
Billy Bob Joe.
I had to have known that. But talk with us in the comments. Comment your thoughts, your opinions. We answering all comments. We appreciate y'all who've been supporting us on this journey, and we're gonna continue supporting us on this journey. We're gonna follow along. All good energy, all good vibes. We appreciate y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
All this love waiting just for you. You know that I adore you. If we pour up, pour two. All this love waiting just for you.